It is National Lobster Day today. Whether you like it boiled with melted butter or in a lobster mac and cheese, there's so many ways to enjoy this maritime fare.
Here to celebrate National Lobster Day with us is Dave Pasternack, executive chef and partner at Esca in Midtown, as well as Barca and Surf Restaurants on Staten Island. Welcome.
Good morning.
This is my favorite food, by the way.
Cindy is, so am I, but Cindy is
I already
especially
said I'm
excited.
taking this one. I'm taking this one. So
Well, we're gonna eat well. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the spaghetti with lobster going.
Okay.
Right. So we have a pound and a half lobster. We're gonna put it in just a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna let it get roasting. Right. And then to that, well, once that cooks a little bit, we'll add some of the other ingredients.
Okay. So while this is cooking, you're going to explain, because people might be a little bit intimidated to buy lobster.
Yes, yes.
What are your tips? How should you pick one?
Well,
here we go.
Do you need to
lobsters right now are really good because the shells are really hard. Some people say, like, if you feel it, it's hard like a rock. You want them to be nice and lively. You can see the color is vibrant. You can get your fishmonger to cut it however you like it.
Right.
So this is, we just split the tail, and then we cook and crack the claws. And to that, we're going to add, this is a staple dish. I've been doing at Esca for 19 years, spaghetti with lobster. A little spicy, like spicy?
A little spicy.
I'm not a spicy person.
So we won't make it too spicy for you.
Okay.
So we're just going to lightly roast the lobster, and then we're going to add to that garlic, a little bit of roasted chilies, some tomato, and lobster stock that we made.
So how long is the roasting usually take?
It's quick, because you don't want to overcook the lobster.
Right.
And you see how I started it on the shell part, because that's going to give it a lot of flavor. That little toasting of the shell gives the lobster a tremendous amount of taste.
Okay.
Right?
So as you continue doing this, can you point out some of the other things that you brought?
So
You want to talk about my lobster roll right here?
So at Surf in Staten Island, we make a lobster roll. We make a little bit of almost like a lemony mayonnaise. We use a toasted brioche bun, a little bit of celery. We cook all the lobster meat there.
And you know what
it's
I
all
love?
fresh.
This has a lot of lobster, because some lobster rolls are super small with a lot of filling and things like that. Yours has a lot of lobster.
It's only lobster.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying there's only a little bit of celery.
Right. All right, how about this?
And this is a pan-roasted lobster. We take beer, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, tarragon, corn, lobster, mussels. We have these nice big shrimp in there. And we cook it all together in one pot, so everything absorbs the flavor. This is something that we do at Barca. This is a lobster salad with roasted corn, tomatoes, and a little bit of traditional pesto.
Awesome. And back to this.
And back
What's
to
next?
this. So now I'm just going to flip it over a little bit.
Ooh,
right?
that looks good.
Right, you see how the shell got nice and toasty? We're going to add the chilies. Right, you said you don't like it that spicy, so we won't make it too spicy, right? We're going to add our garlic.
And you were telling me this is really the time to get Long Island lobsters is the summer.
The summertime is good for Long Island lobsters. Lobsters are best in cold water.
Right.
Some people like them in the summertime. The shells get soft, but you get less meat. So if that's the tail, the meat will shrink because it has a lot more water. So that's why they're much better in the wintertime. All right, watch yourself, guys. All right, we added our tomato and our little bit of lobster broth. We're just going to let that cook a little bit.
And magic of television, because we don't have probably enough time.
So this is what our somewhat finished dish is going to look like. We're going to add our pasta back to our water.
And you're using regular spaghetti, but obviously you could use whatever you want.
We are using regular spaghetti, yes. Right? And it's really important that you combine. You want the pasta really to cook in the sauce. That's an essential aspect of making spaghetti.
And how long do you cook this for?
This I would cook together for at least 2 minutes in the sauce so it absorbs. Look, you can see it's already soaking up all that good flavor. And that's going to be all that excellent flavor. When I add the pasta in, I always add a little bit of olive oil. And this way it helps make almost like an emulsion. And it coats the pasta, and it's going to look really pretty.
This looks amazing.
I'm ready to
As
eat.
you plate it, we have to head to break, but we're going to enjoy all of this during the commercial. We have a recipe for Chef Dave's spaghetti Aragosta on our website, cbsnewyork.com.
We'll be right back.
That looks great.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you.